Hello students, I am Pravesh from Golden Public School. Today in this video, I am going to explain the poem No Men Are Foreign. This poem is taken from class 9th English book. Dear students, let's start the explanation of the poem. I will explain the poem stanza wise. Here you can see the first stanza of the poem. It is given here. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. Dear students, here the poet tells us that on the earth we all are human beings. We are not strange to each other. Okay, although we have confined the countries in boundaries, but in reality, beneath the uniform or the uniform which are worn by the soldiers of the different countries, the same or the single body breathes. That means after all we are human beings under the uniform or in the uniform we all are humans. Here poet tells us, yes, like ours the land our brothers walk upon. Here the poets also tells us that just like we move on the earth, in the same way our brothers or the persons whom we call foreigners are also move on it. Yes, they also survive on the earth as we. Here poets want to tell us that we all are equal, okay, although we have confined the countries under the boundaries, and the person who does not belong to our country, we consider him or her a foreigner, but in really we all are brothers, we all are human beings. Here poets wants to tell us. Okay students, here if we see the meanings, beneath means under and stands means unknown. Okay, let us see the second stanza of this poem. They too aware of sun and air and water, and fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter strived. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Dear students, in this stanza, okay, poet tells us that they is used for the foreigners to whom we considered foreigners. They too aware of suns. That means they also know about the sun, about the water, or about the air. Or moreover, we can say they are getting the sunlight from the same sun. They are getting the water from the nature. They are also getting the air from the nature as we get. In the same way, in the same measure, they also get air, sun and water. Yes. Here he also mentioned, or poet also mentioned, that during the peaceful days when there is no war between the countries, they also harvest, they grow crops to feed. Okay, but during the war they have to starve, same as we are. Their hands are ours. Here poets want to tell us, just like our hand works, their hands also work. They work with the hand. Their lines we read are labor no different from our own. That means they also work hard like us to survive on the earth. Okay, students. Here the poets wants to tell us in this stanza that the foreigners, they is used for foreigners. Foreigners also use the sun, the water and air in the same measure as we use. They also grow crops during the peaceful days, but during the wars they have to strive. When there is war, they have to strive, and they also work hard. Okay students, now let us see the third stanza. Remember, they have eyes like ours that walk or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Dear students, in this stanza, poet tells us, remind us, tell us that they, that means the foreigners also, to whom we consider foreigner, they also have the eyes like us to see the nature. Okay, they walk like us, they sleep like us. That means they do the work like we do. Okay, they have strength, and that strength can be won not by war, but why? Not by war, but why? But by love. Okay, that means we can won their strength by love. Okay, here the poet tells us that in every land, that means in every country, there is common life, and that is about the living beings. That means we all are living beings, we all are human, we have its our own recognition on the land as a human being. We are recognized on the land as a human being. Okay, student, now let us see the stanza 4. Let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall despise, betray, condemn. Remember, we who talk arms against each other. Yes, dear students, this is the important stanza of the poem. Here, the poet wants to tell us that we should remember that when we hate the foreigners, the others, actually we hate our brothers, they are also our brothers. Okay, we are betraying ourselves, we are condemning ourselves. That means we are keeping ourselves in the dark when we hate the foreigners or the person belonging to other country or the citizen belonging to other country. Here poet wants to tell us that they are also our brothers. As being the human beings, they are our brothers. When we betray them, we condemn them, that means we betray ourselves, betray, we condemn ourselves here. Okay, so here the poet tells who takes arm against each other, we who takes arm each other. Okay, that means we actually are responsible for the war. Yes, here we see the meanings disposes, that means dislodge or deprive. Now let us see the last stanza of the poem. Okay, here it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Or air that is everywhere around. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. Okay, what the poet tells us? The poet tells us that the poet tells us yes, that it is the human earth that we defy. That means we are living person on the earth, okay, or hells of fire and dust or strange innocence, what we are doing, okay. Air that is everywhere around, okay, in the world, in the whole country, dear students, you can understand the air is not confined in the boundaries, okay. The air, the whole atmosphere, particularly we can see the environment completely is for all of us. It is not divided into countries. The nature gift are for all of us. Yeah. So we have to remember that no men are foreign on the earth, no countries are strange for us. We all are one. Okay, dear student, this poem gives a really good message. It here poet tells us or tries to tell us that we all are human beings. We should live on the earth together peacefully, and we should not engage in the wars. Okay, students, here we see the meanings. Defile means make dirty or pollute, okay, or outrage the innocence of, means violate the purity of. As we are responsible for polluting the earth, we are responsible for violating the purity of the earth. We all are the human being, okay, yeah. And here the poet really wants to tell us that we all are brothers, we should live on the earth peacefully. Yeah, dear students, I think the video will be helpful to you. Thank you.